materialist, a capitalist. Money is the only thing that matters in people's minds. That's almighty. And when you make God the dollar, you're in big trouble.
Well, that is a large part of what has happened. And people have most definitely not taken seriously the situations that could change their lives. So let's see if we can hear more conversation from the writers on the L as to why there's such extreme disrespect for life. And here's Dr. Willie Wilson and his staff riding the CTA, and we're live with ZeldaSpeaks on the
train.
Higher Learning Network.
No, we did today. But it is.
But I guess we're going to take the advice and other times jump on the train.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. Have a great day.
Thanks for sharing. Adams and Jackson. I only have a few more stops to the Lake Street.
We're going downtown where there's going to be a press conference.
Is next.
You can also see it on Facebook.com HLN TV show. Do you do YouTube?
Yeah.
Higher Learning TV show. So thank you for today. What's your name?
No name.
No name. Have a good day. No name.
So on this Monday morning, they're riding the L's, and many riders are shaking Dr. Wilson's hand. And I guess his presence there is affecting the behavior because people are not acting out. And he's ridden a strip of the city.
Chief of the Female Solutions. She's live on the air on my show Monday Morning Mindfulness, and I apologize to my listeners for not being here this morning, but it was crucial that I joined the team this morning to see what's going on CTA Train. And my first experience this morning coming out here about 7:30, I had to get off the train at, when I get off at 7:09 because a man, how can I say this nicely? He used the bathroom on the train, and I could smell it before I saw it, so I had to get off. With Randolph in Washington now, so we'll be there in a few minutes. But that was not a nice experience, and we haven't had any issues this morning on the train, but that was one of the issues that I incurred at 7:30 in the morning. So that was not a pleasant experience. So if you are listening, there is a press conference at noon. I'm sorry, not at noon. Maybe I get Pastor Valdez. Tell us.
I can't hear a word y'all saying.
Okay, so what she's speaking of is basically when she first got on the train, a man had urinated on the train, so she had to get off and get back on another train.
We're going to be right in front of City Hall, Thompson Center nearby there.
And there's going to be a press conference today to talk about this. I believe I think at 11 o'clock, they're going to have a press conference at City Hall.
Just share our experience, Dr. Wilson.
And then talk about their experience on the train. You know, the thing is,
as much and as often as he can, what it's like to live in Chicago. So today at the press conference, he's going to talk about his concern regarding the concerns of those who ride the CTA, whether bus or train, every day.
So what has basically happened, you know, because the behavior has gotten so barbaric. I mean, you had, like you mentioned, somebody urinating on the train, fights breaking out, smoking, weed.
We're just leaving Navy Pier.
The atmosphere is just outrageous. And so they started from the south side, where it's predominantly black, driving all the way up to the north side. And that's where the predominantly white community is. And there is a marked difference. People in the black community that make riding the public transportation a nightmare, because something is snapped inside of them. So now Dr. Wilson's aide, who is his supporter, who also is Spanish speaking, is basically translating what he just said into Spanish and speaking of the fact that they're going to have a press conference to talk about this crisis. But so now they're heading toward the north side, where the majority of the white population lives. And the problem in Chicago is that you see a vast difference between behavior, between even the maintenance of the public transportation, between the south side where the blacks live and the north side where the whites live. And many people are believing that black people have something defective inside of them that makes them misbehave. And they're trying to figure out, what is it? Why are they doing this? Why are they behaving so out of control and out of, so disrespectfully to themselves and others?
What do you think, Grumpy? I mean, people, if you've been abused, you tend to want to abuse others.
That is it.
If you've been disrespected, you tend to disrespect others. It ain't complicated.
It's really not.
You ain't got to be no psychiatry major to understand why people do what they do.
That is true.
But what you're gonna do about it is the issue. And the wealthy people have accumulated and massed up so much that they are not doing anything really with it to really help the situation. And if more people, rich people, would invest money into addressing these problems, we wouldn't have these problems. But they don't care. They actually create conditions that make these people feel disrespected. The disrespect that we have the disrespect that the powerful people have for the non-powerful people is enough reason for people to rebel and that's what they do. When people disrespect you, disrespect them.
Yes, that is it. Well, we've got.
It's like with Samson in the story Samson. Samson brought the whole society down because of what they had done to him and to his people.
What they've done.
Willie Wilson, next mayor of the city of Chicago.
60 seconds.
He's on the train to experience what you experience every day.
Well, look, I'm gonna have to get.
Well, all right. Well, we've got to go, and we want to thank all of you who listened in and called in and commented. You can go to higherlearningnetwork.org on Facebook and see the crowd of Dr. Willie Wilson's staff and followers. And we are hoping that his ride today illuminated something to help us understand what we need to do as people
There again in front of the Daily Center, by City Hall.
so that we can actually have a civilized society.
Provide safety and a more comfortable ride for our riders.
Thank you so much, Lionel Abdul Haqq. We appreciate you as always for sharing your wisdom, and we'll see you again next month. Inshallah, we will see you next month. And for all those who listen in and join in, continue to shine your light.
I think we should walk. No, really.
So where we get done?
No, it's just that the train is
We've come to the end of our show today, but you can hear every show in the archive at www.blogtalkradio.com/the-female-solution. You can also hear today's show on the Female Solution Facebook page. Go to www.facebook.com/the-female-solution. Leave your comments about today's show.
At City Hall.
You can always reach me on my website at www.naimalatif.com. That's www.naimalatif.com. Watch our TV shows, listen to our radio shows, order our books, and be sure to get your copy of the book, The Female Solution. On behalf of our team of radio hosts, I'd like to thank all of you who participated in today's discussion. And to our global family listening from all around the world, we say thank you. To our family in China, India, Bangladesh, Japan, Singapore, Korea, Kamsahamnida, Russia, Spasiba, Germany, Danke, Poland, Jumkuja, France, Merci, Spain, Gracias, Italy, Gracias, Egypt, Shukran, Ghana, Medasi, Nigeria, Eshe, South Africa, Gabon, Senegal, Jared, Kenya, Asante, Israel, Toda, Pakistan, Shukriya, Afghanistan, Tashakur, Saudi Arabia, Shukran. Assalam alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you. And may peace be upon you and the mercy of God and God's blessing.
You can go to HLN TV1 on YouTube and Facebook and continue to watch Willie Wilson
Lake is next.
as he addresses riders on the CTA train. I'm Naim Latif. We'll see you tomorrow on Self-Cell Care with Jody Susan.